can't see anything. It's dark up here. I can't read anything. Oh, look, lights. Oh, look, people. Hello!
Hello. Good evening, everyone. Wow, it's great to be back this year, once again hosting the Outstanding Business Achievement Awards.
Jasmine, I can't even believe that they invited us back, especially after last year. We talked about some things that were pretty, controversial. We talked about the businesses that didn't make it last year. Remember BJ's on the beach, never made it? No, remember that one? The STD contractors, they didn't make it last year either.
R.I.P. And yet,
So,
here we are.
Here we are,
Jasmine.
Jasmine Rowley.
Yes, you got it.
Got it this year, I wrote it down. Jasmine
okay.
Rowley.
So let's bring everyone up to speed.
No one knows who I am.
Oh, Tim Murphy, everyone.
Thank you, hello.
Tim Murphy.
Good evening.
Yeah. So we should bring everyone up to speed on what has happened since we were here last year.
Very good. Have you had another baby?
No new baby to report.
Okay.
I did get a dog, more work than a baby, it turns out. But that's the most exciting thing that's happened to me. Have you done anything exciting over the last year, Tim?
Oh, I got to sing the national anthem at a Greyhound game.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun. How did that go?
The Greyhounds all left.
Oh. Okay, let's stick to the highlights. What are some good things?
Okay, you know this one. Village Media has a brand new office.
We do.
Yeah, where are you guys? Where's Village?
There they are.
Hi.
We do. And it's so beautiful.
It's
right across
gorgeous.
from GFL Memorial Gardens. It's all updated. It's a gorgeous building.
No, it has a vault so Jeff LG can keep all of his money in there. Used to be a bank.
Yes.
There's more money in there now than there was when it was a bank, as a matter of fact.
And it's a big improvement from where we came,
Oh my
right?
God, I'm so glad Jeff LG finally moved out of his grandmother's attic. Were you ever in that old office? Were you ever in there? It smelled like stale coffee and socks. It's so much nicer than the new building you're in.
Another exciting new development is we're getting more cruise ships.
Yeah.
You know what that means?
Yes, there's still nothing for them to do when they get off the boats. Oh, come on, I'm kidding. I just think that there should be someone down there to, someone go down and entertain them, like I used to do with the sailors at the government docks. Oh, those were the days. That was a lot of seamen. But now, at least, you can go down to the marina and you can get a piece of tail, beaver tail.
Yeah.
You can get tail or beaver. Yes, it's all there for you.
Whatever you like.
Mm-hmm.
But tail aside, there are a lot of things to do down at the
That's true.
waterfront now.
Yeah.
Like, to be serious, we have the dockside pop-up markets that
Yes.
have local vendors there.
Mm-hmm. Did you know that, because of course they do the tours, so they go to the Bushplate Museum. The Bushplate Museum, 2 years ago, 27,000 visitors walked through those doors of the Bushplate Museum. Old Stone House, annually, 30,000 visitors at the Old Stone House. For real, for real. And now, have you heard Joni, Gary McGuffin, Shirley Horn, Peter Greb, the whole gang has gotten together with these canoes for conservation. You can get like 20 people in a canoe and they paddle you down. It's a blast. Different destinations. You can get down to the brewery at the Bushplane Museum. You see the Bushplane, you go to the brewery. That's one excursion. The other one that they're adding now will be at the Discovery Center that's going to be opening up down at Algoma University. So they're going to incorporate all that in, the Aboriginal element. And so yeah, that's an amazing thing.
Yeah.
Canoes for conservation, great
Lots
fun. And
to
they're actually booking the people who are getting off the ships will now go on those canoes. So that's a lot of fun.
So cool. Yeah, lots to do down there.
Sure.
And also over the last year, it's been really fantastic to see that Sault Ste. Marie continues to diversify.
Yes.
So not only with cultural events and programs, but also the restaurant scene is becoming more diverse as well, with
Yes.
new restaurants popping up offering a whole new flavor to Sault Ste. Marie, like Starbucks and Chuck's Roadhouse.
Yeah, really.
It's amazing.
Culturally, we got Montana's. Seriously, folks. No, but really, come on. You can now get Syrian food in Sault Ste. Marie, Japanese. You can get Indian food, Scottish, Aboriginal. Tonight, as a matter of fact, while we're all here, there's a big party going up. It's Black History Month, and so ACANO is up there, the African Caribbean Association of Northern Ontario, hosting a dinner they're serving authentic I've got it here. East African cuisine and Caribbean cuisine. And then, of course, NOLA, the Northern Ontario Latin Association, they had the Gala Latina this year, bigger than ever. So they're going to be at the Marconi. They're going to have actually South American dishes, so very culturally. And tonight, I actually dressed as a bowl of Neapolitan ice cream, which Thank you.
And of course, another exciting development we have to mention, Sault Ste. Marie got a new logo.
Yes, isn't
Yeah.
it fantastic?
No, and everyone loved it,
It's
and everything's great. No one complained. Let's move on. It's a milestone year. It's really, for the Chamber, this is a milestone year.
Nothing to see here. Okay, the Chamber of Commerce is celebrating its 130th anniversary this year. So, to honor that, we thought we'd mention some other things that are turning 130 this year.
Yes, like Yosemite National Park.
Yep.
The famed tourist destination is celebrating its 130th birthday this year.
The Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower is 130 years old this year.
Smoke detectors were invented in 1890, so they are turning 130 as well.
And of course, Sault Ste. Marie's own Don Mitchell, 130 years old.
Wow, 130.
Doesn't he look good?
Fantastic, really.
Yes.
Yeah.
But obviously the clock is ticking, we've got to move on. So let's get the show on the road. We'd now like to invite Carlos Spadafora, the president of the Sault Ste. Marie Chamber of Commerce, to say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome to the stage Mr. Carlo Spadafora.
Good evening, everyone. Tim, thanks for setting the bar so low.
That's what I'm here for, man.
Can everybody hear me? Perfect. All right, so, as I already started off by saying, but just to make sure, they told me to stay on script. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Carlos Spadafora, and I am the current president of the Sault Ste. Marie Chamber of Commerce. Ani Buzu Dish Nikos. To honor the original people on this part of Turtle Island, and to recognize their homelands in the spirit of partnership and reconciliation, I take a moment now to invite Karen Bird, a board director of the Chamber and a member of our executive. Karen is also the past recipient of the Athena Leadership Award and is a most valued member of our team. Karen, please.
Ani, bonjour. I love Carlo for trying to speak Ojibwe. He said hello, and then he said my name is, and then he didn't say anything after that. I think we need a few more lessons. Animkiaskwe Indigenous Makwadodam Bagting Donjaba. I am Little Thunder Woman of the Bear Clan from Batchewana First Nation. I want to take this opportunity to welcome everyone to the traditional territory of Batchewana First Nation and Garden River First Nation, and our allies, the Métis people, Misnabi Cree in this area as well, Thessalon First Nation. There's a lot of communities in this area. It's a tradition, and it's a rich culture in this area that we see in the art, and we see in the people, and we see in the different activities that go on with our people. But what some of you may not know is this was once also the largest economic gathering place for our people as well. Our people would gather from all four directions and come here and do a lot of trading and commerce. So it's very fitting that we have this type of event, and it just warms my heart to see it grow every year to more and more people. So thank you to all of you for participating. Thank you to all of our business owners for contributing to the community. And I'd like to say miigwech.
Thank you very much, Karen. Dishni Kos Carlos Spadafora.
Nice save.
Miigwech and thanks, Karen. It's my distinct pleasure to have the opportunity to welcome each and every one of you here tonight. It's wonderful to see so many folks here, and it's wonderful to see so many familiar faces. Thank you for joining us at Sault Ste. Marie's Chamber of Commerce, Reaching for the Stars, an evening in which we are celebrating the outstanding achievements of our business community, organizations, and chamber membership. Tonight, we're celebrating over 200 businesses, organizations, and individuals that were nominated in a wide range of award categories, and there were 145 submissions. And from there, we have 112 nominees. What this is telling me, and what this is telling our chamber, and what this should be telling our business community, is that there is great potential for our members to lead the way in bringing shared economic prosperity to all here in the Sault, Bawading, and congratulations to all of you who were nominated. The nominees were selected by their customers, their suppliers, employees, peers, and the community at large, and I think that that's a tremendous testament to all of you. Those that were not chosen, or those that chose not to let their names stand for nomination, everyone should be recognized for achieving excellence in one or more aspects of their business, organization, and community. In striving to be the best at what they do, at what you do, you have raised the bar for all chamber members and pushed our membership and our business community to aspire to achieve more than just the status quo. And in doing so, you're bringing greater prosperity to our community. And this is really why we are here tonight, to recognize excellence and the contribution that you have made to Bawading, a place called also Sault Ste. Marie. To those businesses nominated tonight, I wish you the best of luck. You should also keep in mind that in the eyes of the community, and certainly within the eyes of the chamber membership, you've already demonstrated your commitment to excellence simply by the fact that you're nominated here tonight. Whether you receive an award or not, I encourage all of you to share and celebrate together that you've been recognized as best in class for the city, for Sault Ste. Marie, for 2019. As we get underway here tonight, I'd like to note that we could not make an event like this possible without the generous support of our title sponsors, OLG and Gateway Casinos, Sault Ste. Marie. Some of you were here last evening, and we had a wonderful presentation made to us by OLG and Gateway, and they presented to the city of Sault Ste. Marie a contribution in an amount of $1.4 million. I think that deserves a big round of applause. I'd also like to extend a warm thank you to the award sponsors. Themselves, they have made these awards extremely worthy, and these awards bear their names for a specific reason. We will meet many of them as we move through the evening's agenda, but suffice it to say, it's an impressive list. I'd also like to extend a warm thank you to management and staff of the machine shop, the boiler room, steam fitters, and the Mill Steakhouse and Wine Bar for their hospitality here this evening and for all of their assistance in pulling tonight's event together. Also a final shout out to Anna of Cavana Fine Photography, who is the on-site photographer tonight, and she'll be taking photos with the award recipients. Once again, thanks to the generosity of SooToday, we are live streaming tonight's event like we have in the past, and we expect this evening to be viewed by many from far-reaching places. Last year, there were over 2,500 views on this great evening. Let's put one out there, come on. Might as well practice. At this time, we're going to bring you a short feature video from SooToday.
We go out into the community and we surprise very deserving community members with special gifts to recognize all that they do for our community.
today, so we would like to buy your gas.
I don't know what to say. Thank you. Really?
Yes.
Excellent. What a great day. I'm having a good day today.
Truly wonderful to see that. In addition to recognizing SooToday, I'd like to extend the following recognition to those who have contributed also to tonight. Our friend George from Crank Sound for great audiovisual support. Thank you. A thanks to Ken and Lee Goodship of Northern Grand Gardens for the decor. As you came in tonight, you would have met our friends from Helping Hands, the volunteers there at the coat check. This one I really want you to come out strong. Our board member, Trish Porco, who is going to be agreeing on stage. She is our awards assistant, AKA Vanna White. I'd like to thank the Chamber's Awards Judging Committee, who had the very difficult and unenviable task of scoring the awards, and we'll meet them in a little bit. I would like to acknowledge a few individuals that are able to join us tonight, but before I do, I want to take a moment, to recognize former Chamber President, friend and colleague Bob Demansky, who we lost this year, and community leader and chamber member Jack Hollingsworth, whom we also lost. If we could take a few moments now to pause, not only in recognition of Bob and Jack, but also to reflect on those others who have gone on to a higher calling in the service of this community. Please take a short moment to remember them. Thank you very much. Tonight we have a few special guests with us. We have our friend and our neighbor, Tony Holler, Executive Director of the Sault Area Chamber of Commerce, and as well as several other guests visiting us from our twin city of Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. Please stand and be acknowledged. Tony. So I'm also going to recognize and hold the applause. We have with us some of our board members, board of directors. I've already introduced some of them, but they are scattered here throughout, and hopefully you've had the opportunity to meet with them and run into them, and hopefully you'll have that opportunity to do that a little later as well. We have some of our past presidents. I know that I saw Paul Johnson there. He works with me. He was told he didn't have a choice to come tonight. We have some of our friends from Strive and the Strive Executive, as well as many of you here are past award recipients and sponsors. So a special thank you to each and every one of you, and if we can cheer on our colleagues and peers, celebrate the success and business excellence that we're here for tonight. We're going to ask you to hopefully stick around and enjoy some of the afterglow celebration. Good food, beverages, and of course camaraderie. Don't forget, for those of you that are active, make sure you like, hashtag, tweet, TikTok, LinkedIn, Snapchat, or whatever you do. Whatever you do. And it is hashtag SSM Chamber Awards. I don't even know what any of that stuff is. Anyway. Thanks, Tim. Anyways, I'd like to also remind the recipients and sponsor representatives that after you exit the stage, please make your way to the back corner on the right where Kavana will take your picture for you, your team, and the presenters. I've already mentioned there's going to be some after award night camaraderie, so please stick around and enjoy. And without further ado, I'm going to turn this back over to our Masters of Ceremonies, Tim from On TV, Jasmine Rowley of SooToday, to continue the banter and laughter that we've enjoyed till now. Thanks very much, everybody.
So at this time, we would like to invite Lene Fragamini and Lori Nacarado, both members of the OBAA Judging Committee, to the stage, and they're going to review the judging process for us.
Good evening, everyone. The awards nominations for our sponsored awards were collected from a call for nominations from the chamber members and the public. All nominators, had the option to remain anonymous, and self-nominations were accepted. Nominees could be nominated in more than one category, with the ability to be successful recipient of a maximum of 2 awards. The nominees were required to meet the following eligibility and requirements: to be a member in good standing of the Sault Ste. Marie Chamber of Commerce, been in business for a minimum of 3 years, excluding the Young Entrepreneur of the Year Award, the Rising Star New Business Award, and the Customer Service Award individual. Past award recipients were not eligible to be nominated in an award category for which they had previously won within the last 3 years. Those businesses, agencies, or individuals standing for nominations were required to respond to a series of questions to demonstrate why they or the business met the criteria for the specific award or awards nominated for. These submissions, along with any provided supplemental materials, were then considered by the judging committee.
Thanks, Lene. The judging of the awards is taken very seriously by the Chamber of Commerce and the Committee of Judges. The committee is drawn from the Chamber membership and previous award recipients. These members form a group of individuals with exceptional integrity and business experience across a wide variety of sectors. One Chamber staff member is involved for facilitation only. The nominee submissions are vetted against judges' background and area of expertise, and any conflicts of interest are managed by reassigning the judging of the award category to another committee member. Submissions are assessed through a numeric scoring process and measured on the nominee's ability to demonstrate their qualifications against the award criteria. The recipient of each award is determined by the nominee that received the highest combined averages of the judges' scores. This year's judging committee consisted of the following chamber volunteers: Sherry Burlinghoff, Nevin Bakonchuk, Joni Cook, Monica Dale, Lene Fragamini, Josh Ingram, Derek Jackson, myself, Lori Nacarado, Sunny Navke, Penny Perrier, Peter Pettinen, John Pergamit, Naomi Taylor, and Judging Committee Chair Karen Senegal.
Thank you, Lori and Lene. All right, it's time. Our first award of the evening is the Safe Work Sound Business Award. I'd like to call on Clyde Healy of the Board of Directors of Workplace Safety North to come up to the stage, along with, from last year's recipient, PUC Services, Mark Britton. Come on up, gentlemen. The Safe Work Sound Business Award recognizes a business that uses a safe work management system, participates in workplace and/or community injury prevention programs, and has outstanding injury-free frequency and injury severity performance. Ladies and gentlemen, Clyde and Mark. Hi, how you doing, Clyde? Nice to see you again.
Always a pleasure.
Hi, Mark. Welcome.
Hi, Mark. How you doing? The nominees for the Safe Work Sound Business Award: Algoma Steel, Inc., Sault Ste. Marie Airport Development Corporation, Sault Foundry and Machine Limited, S&T Group, Sault College, Algoma Power Inc., Pine Ridge Services, and Rocio Masonry and Construction. The winner is Algoma Power Inc.
Thank you so much. This is quite an honor for us at Algoma Power. Certainly, safety is very much a part of our culture on a day-to-day basis. Of course, all kinds of things can change when it is part of your culture. You can have weather changes where you're working in the elements. You can have equipment changes, staff changes, and that culture is such an important piece, and day-to-day recognizing safety is paramount. And so we really are honored to receive this award. Thank you very much.
Our second award of the evening is the Employer of the Year Award, sponsored by Sault College Employment Solutions. I'd like Amanda Stitt and Aaron Ingram of Sault College Employment Solutions to join me on stage, as well as Greg Lefebvre of Superior Auto Group, who is last year's recipient. This award recognizes an employer who has created cultures and communities through every aspect of their business. To be fair to businesses in Sault Ste. Marie of all sizes, this award does not incorporate tangible aspects of employment such as salary, benefits, or pension.
Okay, so the nominees for Employer of the Year Award are the International Bridge Administration, Ontario Lottery and Gaming, Superior Chrysler Dodge and Jeep, Northern Credit Union, KPMG LLP, Sault College, Delta Hotels by Marriott, Sault Ste. Marie Waterfront Hotel, Georgina Food, McDonald's, CX Solutions, and Algoma Steel.
The award goes to Sault College.
Thank you very much. This is a great award for Sault College, and I can tell you one story that might hit home when it comes to this award. Each year we have a retirement function, and the stories that you hear from the employees who've worked at college, in some cases for more than 40 years, is really heartwarming. The people at Sault College, the employees all love working there. It's a great place to work, and this award is greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Customer Service Award Individual. Our next award of the evening is one of several awards that will be presented not to a business, but rather to an individual that has excelled in their professional pursuits. This award is the Customer First Award Individual, sponsored by Darren Smiley from Smiles Highland Ford. Please welcome Justin Langlois, the service manager from Highland Ford, and representing last year's recipient, Wardlaw Fuels, Nick Collins. Come on up, gentlemen. Woo! The Customer First Award, Individual. This recognizes an individual who continuously raises customer service to a new standard of excellence and is a role model for others in customer service. Here, take it away, Justin and Nick.
Hello. All right. The nominees are Erica Hogan from Hogan Homestead, Lou DeRere, The Nudge, Angie DiGaspero from TD Bank, Matthew Armstrong from Armstrong Audiology and Hearing Clinic, Althea Alick from Sparkle Clean. You can do it. Right on. Yeah.
And the winner is Angie DiGaspero.
I was very humbled to be nominated, and I'm just speechless, which Tim knows I'm not that speechless normally, to win. I just have to say, 30 years in the business, you know, it's really great to get an award that sort of validates 30 years in the business. I hate to say that. But I have to say thanks to all my customers because they do make it easy. I love dealing with them all. And, you know, my past mentors, my managers, they were always like the ones that led me along. So thank you. Thank you. I'm very appreciative. Thanks.
I'm really loving the anticipation build with people opening the envelope. It's like really making us work for that winner. Our next award is the Diversity Award, sponsored by the Algoma Workforce Investment Corporation. If I could have Jonathan Coleman of the Algoma Workforce Investment Corporation, as well as Don White of Algoma University, up here on stage with me to help present the award. The Diversity Award recognizes a business or organization that embraces, celebrates, and applies holistic inclusion and participation of a diverse people, making the workplace a better environment in which to work, and the community a better place in which to live, work, and raise a family.
Thank you very much. From AWIC, we're very happy to support the Diversity Award. It's not only the right decision to have a diverse workforce. If I put on my AWIC hat here, we're all getting a little older. Our workforce is aging. We're going to see more and more people leaving the workforce. So it's very important that we support a diverse workforce. It only makes business sense as well, and it's going to help you attract and retain a talented workforce. So with that, we have the winner of the Diversity Award. Don's going to bring it home.
Okay, the recipient of the Diversity Award is...
Did we say the nominees?
There's only one. Oh, there's no nominees. You just get it.
I know. I opened the envelope because I was looking for the nominees. Okay. So the recipient is...
Here we go.
Georgina Foods McDonald's.
Couldn't be here tonight, so we're proud to accept this award on his behalf.
All right. We got nervous there. We thought they were not reading nominees. I thought at first Georgina Foods was a woman. And I was like, oh, that's funny that her name is Foods and she works at McDonald's, but that's not what it is. All right, we're moving on to the Community Investment Award. It's the first of our awards which will recognize different businesses by size. Although, as every man in this room likes to believe, size isn't everything. We will be recognizing two very deserving businesses with the Community Investment Award, sponsored by the Sault Ste. Marie YMCA. Yes, I would like to invite the YMCA's chair of its board of directors, Joel Rosewell. Hi, Joel. And the Y's immediate past president, Bob Burns. Come on up, Bob. As well as Annette McMaster from OLG, which was the recipient of last year's Community First Award. These two Community Investment Awards highlight outstanding community service and investment. The recipients contribute to the well-being of the community as a whole through initiatives such as sourcing products and/or services locally, retailing and/or utilizing local products, employment growth, and supporting the community from a charitable aspect. Joel, Bob, and Annette.
Okay, the nominees are Geronimo Digital Solutions, CC Communications, Northern Superior Brewing Company, and the Canadian Bush Plain Heritage Centre.
And the winner is CC Communications.
Okay, hello everyone. So I actually wrote stuff out because last time when I won, I kind of took it and I just ran off the stage. So I want to make sure that I thank everybody today. It's a huge blessing. I would first and foremost like to thank God because in all things, He makes everything possible, and He has helped me build strength to be a young entrepreneur, especially in my community here in Sault Ste. Marie, my hometown, which I love. I just feel absolutely honored to have been nominated for this category, and I feel as though, the business itself has been in growth. This year we'll be in operations for 8 years, providing digital solutions to local businesses to help enhance their brand. And through free consultations and educational seminars, I've been able to merge my educational background, which is as a teacher, with my communications efforts. So I feel as though it's been a great opportunity within the community to have this ability to be a young entrepreneur, as well as the support of other local businesses, the Chamber of Commerce, and I congratulate all the nominees tonight. I'm sorry I'm a little bit nervous, but good luck everyone, and thank you.
Okay, the second Community Investment Award, and before I do this, I just want to say how proud the Y is to be sponsoring this award. It's a perfect marriage between successful business and philanthropic local theme, so to speak. So, anyhow, the second Community Investment Award, members who employ over 10 employees. The nominees are Community First, a division of your neighborhood credit union, Algoma District School Board, the Ontario Finnish Rest Home Association, Quattro Hotel and Conference Center, and Sioux Mill and Lumber.
And the award goes to the Ontario Finnish Rest Home Association.
I was nominated for my group to speak. Thanks, guys. Thank you to the Chamber for bestowing this award on us. Thank you also to the board, volunteer, management, and staff of the Ontario Finnish Rest Home, without whom that would not be possible. Thank you so much. Congratulations to all the winners, and good luck to all of the nominees. For a charitable organization in Sault Ste. Marie, it makes sense to connect very well with the other communities the other organizations in the community. Particularly when we're about to embark on a growth potential for our organization with the building of a brand new nursing home. This starts this winter in December 2020, and we will be launching a campaign to help fund that build, a large campaign. And I could not be up here today and not mention that to this audience. It is very important to the community because it's going to serve a very vital need. Thank you very much for this, and good luck again to all the other nominees. Thank you.
I'll say hi to your grandma.
Oh, thank you.
Our next award of the evening is the Innovation Award, sponsored by the Sault Ste. Marie Innovation Centre. If I could have Peter Bruins of the Sault Ste. Marie Innovation Centre join me on stage to help hand out this award. This award recognizes a business that has successfully incorporated a new idea, device, or method, and/or has utilized the application of better solutions to meet new requirements, internal needs, or market needs.
The nominations for the Innovation Award are Algoma District School Board, Mana International, Village Media, Geronimo Digital Solutions, and Tenaris. And the winner is Village Media.
Thank you to the Chamber.
I took the liberty of making some notes in case we won, so if you could just...
Oh, good thing I brought my glasses up. Oh, okay. Thank you. At Village Media, we really pride ourselves on being an innovative company. It's in our fiber, so to receive this honor for something that is such an integral part of who we are is really special. We are a company that was born digital and have created a custom CMS platform built in-house that is one of the fastest, most responsive, and stable platforms in our industry. It is used by respected media companies across the country and internationally. We are always trying to stay ahead of the curve, and this award is a great nod to the hard work we are doing each day to continuously innovate. On behalf of the whole Village Media team, thank you very much.
Very well said, Nelda.
Congratulations there, Jasmine and team.
And co.
Yes, you can stick that in your vault.
No hard feelings there, too.
No hard feelings at all. No, I'm just, is my mic? Hello. I, just flipping through looking for, I'm still looking for the, oh, yeah, no, I was just looking for the nomination for On TV, but it's not there. Anyway. Oh. Now, you know what? People might think, we have a lot of fun putting this together, Jasmine and I. That's why I loved going down and visiting you at your new dig, because there really is a beautiful building. And the dogs running around, it's so nice. And we have a lot of fun writing this stuff, but some people might think that, you know, you see Jasmine giving people gas, and she gives me a little bit of heartburn too, but you see her out in the community and you think, oh, isn't she sweet and isn't she lovely? And then I kind of have the racier, edgier stuff, but that's not really how this all works. You would be surprised at how really filthy this woman is.
No, I didn't.
Not yet.
No.
She, honestly, the jokes that like me down at the docks, that was her. She just said, yes. She said, I can't deliver those edgy jokes. You have to say them because I have a reputation.
I did not approve this part of the script, Tim Murphy.
It's true. We do have a lot of
We
fun
make a
doing
good
this.
team.
Yeah, we do.
make a good
So
team.
listen, before we move on to, we want to do some recognitions, but most of those got said already. So let's just say again to OLG and Gateway Casinos, Machine Shop, thank you all very much. George Ravelich, Crank Sound, all of you, thanks again.
To us for making this evening so special.
And thank you to Jasmine and Tim Murphy. Now it's time you can sit down. Okay. This is mine. Our next award of the evening is the Young Entrepreneur of the Year Award, sponsored by CTS Canadian Career College. So please welcome Carlos Carvalho and Sam Folia from CTS Canadian Career College. The Young Entrepreneur of the Year Award recognizes the outstanding achievement of young entrepreneurs between 18 and 39 years of age. The award is given to an individual responsible for the success and growth of a Sault Ste. Marie-based company. This person exemplifies the qualities of effective leadership, innovatively applies know-how, displays excellent potential for growth, and appreciates the importance in social, cultural, and environmental awareness, and has demonstrated commitment to the wider community. Take it away, Carlos and Sam.
Thank you. Thank you. And the nominees are Erica Hogan, Hogan's Homestead; Naomi Sayers, barrister and solicitor and notary public; Ben Kinsey, Reliable Automotive and Industrial Radiator; Connie Carrillo, CC Communications; and Matthew Armstrong of Armstrong Audiology. And the winner is Erica Hogan. Hogan's
I apologize for the dancing, and anyone who's watching live, you are welcome for that dance. My name is Erica Hogan, and holy crap! I accept this award for both my husband, Spencer Hogan, and myself. I can't be the entrepreneur without him. If you haven't heard about Hogan's Homestead, we are the sweetest business around. Sorry, Tim, I have to make this mic higher because you're really short. My husband said to me, Erica, you may want to prepare a speech. And I said, no, I'm not going to win. The fact that we were even nominated was phenomenal. We're standing in front of all of you guys, and oh my God, I am nervous. Being a young entrepreneur here in Sault Ste. Marie, it's not my hometown, but it's my forever town. You guys made it my forever town, so thank you so much. I moved up here because I fell in love with that handsome man back there. 10 years later, I still like him. And thank you so much. Because of you, you make me strive to be the entrepreneurs that my husband and I want to be. Honey, it's only my name on here, but you and I won this. So thank you guys so much. And if you haven't heard about us and what we're doing, thank you. And everyone who was nominated, holy crap, I was up against a really good list of people. So keep on doing what you're doing. And once again, thank you for making this my forever town. And honey, we did it. Yay! Thank you.
Okay, so the challenge is to beat that entrance up to the stage for the next winner. The bar has been raised. Our next award of the evening is the Downtown Business of the Year Award, sponsored by SK Group. If I could have Sherry Berlinghoff of SK Group join us on stage to hand out the award.
In support of the City of Sault Ste. Marie downtown strategy, as well as the strategic plan of the Sault Ste. Marie Chamber of Commerce, this award recognizes a business that is invested in the downtown business community and contributes to downtown Sault Ste. Marie. This award honors their commitment to running a business in the heart of our city and their role in creating a vibrant downtown.
Also up here with me is Jessica Summers from SK Group. She is the operations manager. Welcome. So the nominees for the Downtown Business of the Year are Sue Blaster, Main Street Company, Achieve Fitness and Wellness, Main Street Salon and Spa, GFL Memorial Gardens, City Meat Market, and Gliss Restaurant. I'd do a drum roll for you, but it's not conducive to that. And the winner is City Meat Market.
Okay. I guess I'm doing the talking. Okay, so about 15 years ago, my dad had a dream and we went with it, and here we are today. We are very honored to accept this award with a lot of hard work and dedication, and we will continue to work hard to serve our community. John Bruni and Rosina Bruni and our entire family has worked hard to do what we do every day. We provide excellent customer service and support for the downtown, and we love the Heritage Square, and we will continue to thrive and provide for everyone in our community. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The Beyond Sault Ste. Marie Award recognizes a business that has found success taking their brand beyond our community. Sponsors of this award are Keewaydin Casinos and Hotel and Convention Center, and from the Sault Ste. Marie Airport Development Corporation, please welcome to the stage Mr. Terry Boss. Terry, where are you at? Yes, there he is. This award recognizes a business in any industry for excellence in the development of export markets for their products or services through implementing a new export strategy within the last 3 years that has positively affected its bottom line. Beyond Borders considers businesses that have succeeded in expanding outside of Sault Ste. Marie as well as exporting goods and service. Take it away, Terry.
Thanks, Tim. The nominees this year for the Beyond Sault Ste. Marie Award are Village Media, Norpro Company, Lake Superior State University, Pollard Banknote Limited, and Gateway Casinos Sault Ste. Marie. The winner is Village Media.
Thank you. To be recognized for our work in expanding outside of Sault Ste. Marie is especially meaningful in a year where we entered our first global markets, with strategic partners using our CMS platform to launch local news sites in the United States and the United Kingdom. Village Media has grown from one local news site here in Sault Ste. Marie with SooToday.com to a network inclusive of our partners that spans 33 markets across Canada and into the US and England. Our goal is to help local news stay alive and to help create healthy news environments in the communities that we serve. And we think we are doing that and affecting real and positive changes in our industry. Thank you so much.
So a quick programming note. While I am a host for this evening, I am not a judge. So it's just a really lovely coincidence that Village Media is racking up the awards here tonight. Our next award is our second Customer Service Award. However, this one is awarded to a specific business or organization that provides overall exceptional service as a whole. The Customer First Award, business, nonprofit, or agency is sponsored by Great Lakes Honda. If I could have Francine Floriani of Great Lakes Honda join me on stage to present this award. This award showcases a business or nonprofit that places the customer experience at the heart of their business strategy and builds a sustainable culture of customer service within their organization.
I've never seen so many nominees. Wow. The nominees for the Customer First Award, business, nonprofit, or agency are Final Touch Property Maintenance Group, Healthgear Medical Mart, Ontario Finnish Home Rest Home Association, Our Financial Plans, Woody's Wheels, PUC Services, Shoppers Drug Mart, Sioux College Employment Solutions, Paisano Foods, Low and Slow, Stokely Creek Lodge, HR Lash, River City Motorsports and Trailers. I'm not done. Hold on, this is building excitement. Christie's RV, Sault Ste. Marie Duty Free Store, Just Junk, Relevant Life Financial Group, Yes It Fits, Sault Ste. Marie KOA Holiday, Sault Ste. Marie YMCA, Ernie's Coffee Shop, Century 21 Choice Realty, Skaggs Pachaco Lawyers, Valtra Self-Storage Sault Ste. Marie, Crown Rust Control, and New North Greenhouses. And there's only one winner. And the winner is Sault Ste. Marie KOA Holiday.
Bill and Joan are sunning themselves in Florida, and I guess when you run a campground at the prime tourist season, you could say, I need some time off. Yeah. So we really are proud to accept this on their behalf. And I mean, look at the list of those people submitted on their nominations. It was probably maybe twice as many that were actually nominated. But it goes to show you what the importance of customer service is and how it's recognized in our community. And each and every one of you that are on that screen as a nominee who submitted and even just were nominated is a testament to how customer service is the focal point and the turning point of your business and how important it is. And I know, Francine, you know exactly what that means to generate a positive and sustainable business. So on their behalf, for Bill and Joan, thank you very much. And to all the nominees, thank you very much.
I like how Rory does that. He gets up to accept an award and does a longer speech than the folks from KOA would have. Our next award is the Indigenous Business of the Year Award. This award is sponsored by Tenaris. And right now, I'd like to welcome to the stage Michele Zucchetti, the Senior Director of Operations at Tenaris Sault Ste. Marie, and also representing last year's recipient from Nogda-Windaman, John O'Toole. This award is presented to a business which is operating or being managed with a minimum of 51% Indigenous ownership. Businesses to be considered have distinguished themselves by fostering growth, innovation, marketing strategy, and consumer excellence, while showing leadership and dedication to the preservation of culture, values, and identity. John and Michele.
The nominees for Indigenous Business of the Year award are Algoma Tree Services, Anish Cabet Police Service, Garden River First Nation Bingo Enterprises, Métis Nation of Ontario. And the winner is Garden River First Nation Bingo Enterprises.
Good evening, everybody. On behalf of the Garden River community, our people, and Chief and Council, I'm representing any record in this moment for our. I just want to thank our Garden River Bingo. They work very hard for the people. They make a very comfortable atmosphere. I know because I'm a bingo player and I love it there. But I was told I couldn't speak long, so I just got this little speech ready. Thank you.
I was here last night and Rory made it very clear, no speeches allowed. So, I'd like to thank the Academy and Florida Press. No, in all honesty, it's a great honor, greatly appreciated. On behalf of Garden River First Nation Bingo Enterprises, I'd like to really thank my awesome staff. They are so wonderful, and our customers just love coming to Garden River Bingo. Bingo!
Our next award is sponsored by Demansky Office Interiors. It is the Community Nonprofit Business of the Year. If Rory Ring, CEO of the Sault Ste. Marie Chamber of Commerce, and Gary Vipond of the United Way could join me on stage to help present this award. This award recognizes and rewards excellence and innovation among nonprofit organizations, resulting in significant social impact within Sault Ste. Marie and Algoma District. These achievements can be met through the application of creative and practical approaches to benefit the community in general, with an emphasis on underserved populations. Qualifying businesses are nonprofit or registered charitable organizations that have two primary goals: to achieve social and/or cultural and economic outcomes, as well as to generate sufficient cash flow to continue to support their causes.
And the nominees for Community Nonprofit Business of the Year Award are Algoma Workforce Investment Corporation, Big Brothers Big Sisters, Program Read, Crime Stoppers of Sault Ste. Marie District, the Twinkie Foundation, Canadian Bush Plain Heritage Centre, Algoma Arts Festival Association, Hiawatha Highlands, Veterans Commemorative Monument, Pauline's Place Youth Shelter, Entomica Insectorium, Algoma Family Services, Habitat for Humanity Sault Ste. Marie Area, Sault Community Career Center, the Arts Council of Sault Ste. Marie District, and the Lung Association. And the winner is the Twinkie Foundation.
first of all, I have to thank him for having to read all those nominees, and to Francine Floriani for having to read all of hers. This is wild. This is so cool, guys. This is amazing. We're so new. I guarantee you, half the people in the room probably don't even know who the Twinkie Foundation, who we are. So this is even awesome just to have our name up here. My husband and I were very involved in the automotive world, and we love it. We've been in this world, and we love it now, I think, as much as we did when we first got into it, probably 15 years ago. But the Twinkie Foundation, when I wake up in the morning, it's what makes my heart beat. We have you guys to thank for that. Again, we're only 3 years old as of January this year, so we couldn't do this without the support of this city, the city of Sault Ste. Marie, the people in this city, and a lot of people in this room tonight. So thank you so much to the Chamber. Thank you for the Chamber for including this award. As you can see, I think there was 16, if not 17 nominees up there. That makes me proud. Thank you for the Chamber for recognizing the not-for-profit organizations and including them, that they're just as important as the profitable ones. So thank you for the Chamber. Thank you to the judging committee who chose us. That could not have been easy. Thank you again. I'll pass it over to Greg, my husband, to see if he has any other words.
Mirroring the same thing, thanks to everybody. This was really the award that we were shooting for tonight, mainly for to get the word out. This is a great event the Chamber puts on, and we really, really need to get the word out to families that we are here to help. So please, going forward, if you don't know who we are, we help families that have to deal with sick children, traveling to sick kids, or any of the other hospitals, children's hospitals. We have funding for families that have to travel. It's a very, very difficult situation anytime that you have to deal with a sick or critically ill child. And the last thing that we want people to have to worry about is financial strain. So that's why the foundation's here. They're here to help local families. We've helped a ton of local families, but there's a ton more to help. So please spread the word. We're here to help. Thank you.
Congratulations, Karen and Greg. Karen, I'll see you on the show on Monday morning. You should be my guest talking about the Twinkie Foundation. Our next award is the Rising Star New Business Award, sponsored by KPMG. Here from KPMG to help present the award, please welcome Chris Pomeroy and Patty Desjardins. The award is given in recognition of a business that has been in operation for no less than 1 year, including any research and initial setup stages associated with the launch of the business, and no more than 3 years that has demonstrated strong potential via growth, innovation, and leadership. Additionally, the business has demonstrated a culture of risk-taking and trailblazing, and has positioned itself to achieve similar successes in the future through new or innovative product or service, quality of merchandise, customer service, job creation, growth potential, and market served. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Pomeroy and Patty Desjardins.
The nominees for the Rising Star New Business Award are the Whiskey Barrel, Hogan's Homestead, Inspiration Float Center, PQA and Plato Testing, Yes, It Fits, and CX Solutions. And the winner is Inspiration Float Center.
We don't dance, our children would kill us. Hi, girls. We just want to thank our loving, supportive family. We said we were going to open a float center, and they said, "You're going to do what?" We also want to thank all our wonderful members. We love our members and any of the clients that come to our place. It's just so exciting. Ooh, I think I need a float after this.
Really, it's a tremendous honor. We appreciate everyone's support for making us go forward this crazy adventure. And thanks very much.
Thank you.
Our next award is the Leader in Accessibility Award, sponsored by Ergo Office Plus. Paul Skornienki of Ergo Office Plus and Jerry Dulcetti of the Sault Ste. Marie Airport Development Corporation, who was the recipient of last year's award, are going to come to the stage to help hand out this award. This award recognizes an organization that shows leadership in integrating and providing accessible and barrier-free working conditions for employees and accessibility in customer service. This business or organization values the contributions of persons with disabilities, promotes the development of an inclusive workplace culture, and is compliant with the Accessibility for Ontarians with Disabilities Act. In order to qualify for this award, organizations are required to file an accessibility compliance report and must provide verification upon submission of their nomination package.
Cool.
The nominees for the Leader in Accessibility Award: Sault Ste. Marie Public Library, Freedom 55 Financial. And the winner be... This is so stapled. Sault Ste. Marie Public Library. Congratulations.
This is quite a surprise for me. I was surprised when I first received the nomination, and I just want to say thank you very much. We do strive to be a very accessible organization, and with our brand new branch, it's all one level, and we have barrier-free washrooms and everything like that. So we are making great strides to increase our accessibility for the community. So thank you.
Matthew McDonald from the Public Library, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Hey, guess what? We're pleased to come to the portion of tonight's event where we introduce a brand new award. To help us present this award, we'd like to call on Don White from Algoma University, Shingwak Kunumagay Gamig. And this year, for the first time, the Chamber is presenting the Indigenous Professional of the Year Award, sponsored by Algoma University, Shingwak Kunumagay Gamig. This Indigenous Professional of the Year Award is presented to a person who has made an impact in the Indigenous, Métis, and Sault Ste. Marie communities, and in so doing, serves as an inspiration to us all. Take it away there, Don White.
Thank you. The nominees for the Indigenous Professional of the Year Award are Naomi Sayers, Elizabeth Edgar Webkamigad, Mitch Case, Paul Sayers, and Stephen McCoy. And the winner is Mitch Case, Shingwak Kinamagi Gamig.
Tim said I get as long as I want, so I don't really know what to say, except apparently I found out we were sponsoring that when it was up there, so that's interesting. But I just want to say, for me, it's really cool to be here in this community that so often my work takes me away from. I spend a lot of time traveling and flying around and going to meetings in all kinds of parts of the country, but it's this place that's home, right? It's this place that I always feel called back to, right? I feel that this is it's been home for my family forever, right? And it's just really the place that means the most to me. And you know, my work at Chingwak and my work for the Métis Nation, it's an honor for me to get up every morning and to work towards fulfilling Chief Chingwak's vision. It's been, you know, 180 some years since he first talked about that vision, and it's taken a lot of work to get to this point. But it's, you know, what was so long within our vision is now within our grasp, right? And it's just a really cool thing to be a part of. And there's so many people to thank, and there's so many people to acknowledge and to pay tribute to, but particularly my teacher, Badruddin Benesi, who was my teacher when I was a student there, and then was my mentor when I started working there. And I just acknowledge him and everyone who supported him while he was living here in Sault Ste. Marie. I don't want to say too much more, except this is just really cool, and thank you. And I want to say too, though, that this is a room full of people who understand hard work, right? Every one of you works incredibly hard. All of these incredible businesses that are mentioned throughout the night, you know, it doesn't go unnoticed how hard you're working. But I want to call attention too to some other people who are working really hard right now. And I think it's fitting that those lights, oh, they're gone now, but those lights there, they look like little teepees. If you actually look at it when they look like little teepees there. And I think that's fitting because there's young people across this country who are working really hard right now to save us from extinction. And I just want to call attention to that and shout out to them. They're outside in the cold, and I think that their work should be recognized too. So, thank you.
We are going to move to our final 3 business awards, and then we will close with the prestigious Chamber of Commerce Awards. These next awards are the Business of the Year Awards. We will be recognizing 3 very deserving businesses that have established themselves as business leaders in all aspects of their operation. There are 3 awards recognizing businesses with 1 to 9 employees, 10 to 25 employees, and 26 plus employees. These 3 awards are based on a holistic picture of business. Businesses to be considered have distinguished themselves by fostering growth, innovation, marketing strategy, and consumer excellence in their sectors. If I could have Joel and Aikita Rosewell of Sue Mill Bildal, of all the things, that's what I screw up on. The first Business of the Year award goes to a business with 1 to 9 employees.
Okay, Business of the Year Award, members who employ up to 9 people. Healthcare Medical Mart, HR Lash, City Meat Market, Northern Superior Brewing Company, Relevant Life Financial Group, Sault Ste. Marie KOA Holiday, Crown Rust Control, and CC Communications. And the winner is Crown Rust Control.
Brenda and Peter couldn't be here tonight. They're off soaking it up in the sun in Jamaica. So on behalf of Crown, Adam and I would like to say thank you.
I'd like to call on sponsor Brian Watkins of Algoma Office Equipment to come up and present the next award. The second Business of the Year award goes to a business with 10 to 25 employees. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage from Algoma Office Equipment, Mr. Brian Watkins.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so our nominees for the Business of the Year Award, who employ 10 to 25 people, would be Rago Supply, Main Street Company, Achieve Fitness and Wellness, Main Street Salon and Spa. Well, I ran off the end of the envelope here. Sault Ste. Marie Golf Club, Arthur Funeral Home, Barton and Kitely Chapel, Skaggs Pachaco Lawyers, and CTS, Canadian Career College. And our winner is Sault Ste. Marie Golf Club.
Oops. Well, I'd like to thank, first of all, our nominator, the Chamber, and the Selection Committee for this great honor. This past season, the Sault Ste. Marie Golf Club celebrated our 100th anniversary, and this amazing feat has been with a huge, we've had a huge group of volunteers that helped to run and provide a great service in this golf club. With our management team tonight, I'm going to introduce everyone here, but we're governed by a volunteer board of directors who put in countless hours every week to help provide our golf services. And tonight we've got our president of the golf club, Glenn McDonald, here to introduce.
Thanks, Jeff. On behalf of the members and the board of directors of the Sault Golf Club, thank you very much for this award. I appreciate the Chamber for nominating us and actually getting elected. Our staff, Jason, our superintendent, Jeff Hamilton, a lot of you people know as our club pro. Steve Wyzek is our controller. Garrett Bouchane is Mulligan's pub manager. We endeavor to provide an excellent golf experience to our members. We are semi-private, so we're open to the public. Please enjoy our golf club. It's a great walking experience. We've done a number of other things as well. The winter trails we've opened up this year, and of course, the Mulligan's Irish Pub. So thank you very much again to everybody, and good luck. Thank you.
The final Business of the Year award goes to a business with 26+ employees. If I could have Greg Lefebvre of the Superior Auto Group and Julian Chin of JD Aero up on stage to help me give out this final business award.
Real quick, just want to shout out the members of the Twinkie Foundation board. They all work for free, so that way all of the donations can go back to families with sick kids. I'm sorry I forgot you. I was honestly shocked that we won that award with 16 other people, so thank you guys. Nominees for Business of the Year Award, members who employ 26+. Century 21, Choice Realty, The Machine Shop, Wishart Law Firm, International Bridge Administration, Lake Superior State University, Quattro Hotel and Conference Center, McDougall Energy, Norpro Company, Northern Credit Union, Pollard Banknote, Delta Hotels by Marriott, Sault Ste. Marie Waterfront Hotel, RBC Royal Bank, and Sault Ste. Marie YMCA. And the winner is McDougall Energy.
On behalf of McDougall Energy, I'd like to thank the Sault Ste. Marie Chamber of Commerce for this award. And as well, I'd like to congratulate the other nominees tonight. There's a whole bunch of them. So congratulations on your nomination and your business achievements. At McDougall Energy, we're honored to have recently received a number of national and industry-specific awards. But it's really rewarding for all of us to be recognized by the local community, specifically the local business community in Sault Ste. Marie. In our minds, one of the key to successes for McDougall Energy has been the commitment of the McDougall family to keep its head office in Sault Ste. Marie, despite our growth throughout Canada. You know, it has its challenges, but we also have some distinct advantages with this. We're able to attract highly educated, hardworking, and loyal employees, some of which are here today. McDougall Energy is committed to expanding its job base in Sault Ste. Marie, and in 2019 alone, we hired 100 new employees across our company, and we're very proud that nearly 50% of those jobs were filled here in Sault Ste. Marie. So we're looking... And we're looking forward to continuing that trend for many years to come. Thanks very much.
Just got to make a note. Drop resume off at McDougall. All set. Thank you. See you Monday. I'd like to now call on the Chamber of Commerce staff, Rory Ring, Bob Burns, and Don Ferguson to join me on the stage because the Chamber of Commerce are the sponsors of these next few awards. We've arrived at the final few awards of the night, all sponsored by the Sault Ste. Marie Chamber of Commerce, recognizing individuals who have made significant contributions to the organizational, local business, and economy, and to the community as a whole. Gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Tim. And we're actually ahead of schedule, so this kind of works. I'm going to steal the mic to do something a little bit special. I have a letter here from the Chamber of Commerce Executives of Canada. So we have a network of Chambers of Commerce executives and staff members, not only in Ontario, when I said as the chair of the Chamber Executives of Ontario, but also participate in the Chamber Executives of Canada. So I have a letter here, and I'd just like to read that to you. The Chamber of Commerce Executives of Canada is a professional development organization for chamber staff with 370 representatives from 160 chambers across Canada. Since 1967, our job has been to help the chamber executives do their job better. In 2011, the CCEC introduced a milestone service program to recognize chamber staff who had reached various milestones in their chamber careers. We're delighted to tell you that Don Ferguson was recognized for 15 years of service in chamber management at our Fall Awards dinner in St. John, New Brunswick. As Don was not in attendance to receive this service pin, we are sending it to you, me, in hopes that you might be able to present this to Don at a board meeting or a membership meeting. And this is the biggest damn membership meeting we've ever had. And publicly acknowledge his accomplishments, and I think that's very well demonstrated here tonight. So having worked with the Chamber for 10 years, I know that it's extremely rewarding, but also demanding position, and I'm sure that your Chamber joins with the CCEC in applauding the role that Don Ferguson plays in your Chamber and community. Sincerely, Chamber of Commerce Executives of Canada, Shelley Morris, Executive Director. And Don, I'm going to present you with this pin. I also have an envelope that contains a token of our appreciation, which is an IOU because you ran off with my credit card today.
Thank you. Thank you, man. I don't know if you want to say a few words.
I did not know this was coming this evening, so thank you very much. Yeah, wow, 15 years, it has flown by, and I have enjoyed every minute of it. Thank you so much.
I know we're a small but deadly team. And, you know, depending on the occasion, I fondly refer to ourselves, depending on the situation, we could be the Three Stooges, the Three Blind Mice, or the Three Musketeers. So I'd like to say tonight, we're the Three Musketeers. So we actually have the honor of presenting tonight the Volunteer of the Year Award. And that's selected actually between the three of us. And as a volunteer-based organization, the Chamber depends on individuals who are willing to donate their time to special projects, events, programs that they believe will benefit the business community as a whole. Initiated in 1985, the Volunteer of the Year Award was designed to recognize an individual whose time, commitment, and contribution to the Chamber over the years or during the past year has been outstanding. This year's Chamber Volunteer of the Year Award goes to Derek Jackson! So Derek is the sales and marketing manager for Wardlaw Heating and Cooling, a locally owned and family operated company. In 2018, Derek joined the board of directors and has been tireless in his efforts to support the Chamber, not only as an integral part of the business community, but the community as a whole. Derek can be seen at almost every event or meeting engaging our membership, guests, and well, just about anyone. And as a sales and marketing manager who really is born to talk to people, and it's a key attribute of that type of position, he does a great job at just doing that, but also creating his own personal brand. And most recently, Derek took on the role as chair of Strive, our young professionals group, a group dedicated to the advancement of professionals, entrepreneurs, and those under the age of 40. He's been involved with Strive for the past few years, making an ever-increasing commitment of his time to the organization while supporting the Chamber 100%, actually maybe 110%. In January, Derek was the recipient of the Algoma Visionary Award for Business Administration presented by Strive. This award to a young professional who leveraged new insights to help increase efficiency, improve processes, and enhance operations, resulting in tangible business improvements for the organization. And we expect no less of him to apply all of that to Strive. Derek also remains active on our membership committee, helping us serve our existing members and growing our membership. Derek, so well deserving. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you to you gentlemen who put a ton of hard work into this event. I really didn't expect this, actually, and as a volunteer, I never expected any of this. I volunteer for the Chamber because I believe in every single thing that the Chamber does and what we stand for. So for you all to be here and supporting the Chamber, supporting the nominees and the recipients of tonight, that's what this is all about. What I will comment on is, if you're not aware of our Strive Young Professional Group, we are a division of the Chamber representing individuals who are young in their careers, young in their fields, and there's a ton of amazing young people in this community doing amazing things and working on amazing projects. So take a look, recognize them as well. If you are considering becoming a volunteer, look to the Chamber. If you're considering supporting an organization, look to the Chamber and look to Strive Young Professional Group. And congratulations, Dawn. It's not likely that at this event something's going to surprise Dawn, and we managed to do it. So, and by we, I had nothing to do with it, but I'm just excited that it happened. So to you three gentlemen who work harder than anybody can imagine, you guys are the ones who make all of this possible, everything we do possible. So round of applause to you three for sure. Thank you.
We're done here, April.
Yep. So the next couple of awards that we have are actually very special, fairly high. They're high profile. They are about a contribution to community. And Carlos Batafor, our president, I invite him to the microphone to present the next couple of awards.
Thanks, Tim. So we'll start off with the Skipper Manzudi Award for Business Achievement, and if I can call on Sherry Burlinghoff, a past recipient, to join us here on the stage to help us with this award. Sherry? Thank you, Sherry. So this award is named after one of Sault Ste. Marie's Chamber of Commerce's dedicated past president, Captain Feliciano Skipper Manzudi. This award recognizes an individual who has demonstrated outstanding business achievement within the past year, or over a number of years. Like the award's namesake, the recipient of this award has set a high standard for exemplary, entrepreneurial, and community-minded achievement. There were a few people, two, nominated, and please join me in recognizing for this award, Mr. Don Mitchell. Don is an entrepreneur and a business leader, and he has a tremendous passion for positioning companies in the community of Sault Ste. Marie for success with over 40 plus years cultivating and energizing teams. He's a passionate, dedicated executive with proven expertise in launching startups, building companies, developing and guiding volunteers, and not-for-profit boards. He is also a passionate advocate with a rich history of commitment to education, athletics, environment, business, and economic development. Don recently retired as President, Commercial Lines, Algoma Insurance, from '93 to 2019. Don previously launched and grew the commercial insurance team Downtown Insurance and Realty Limited. Don has volunteered as Chamber of Commerce President for 2 terms. That's how fun it is, so please. Co-chair of the membership and co-chair of the government relations committees, as well as the recipient of the President's Award for Outstanding Volunteerism, as well as the Paul Dalsig Award in 2006. His community volunteering has included Chair of the Sault Ste. Marie Transportation and Infrastructure Committee, Chair of Algoma University's annual golf tournament, past President and Chair of the Sault Ste. Marie Economic Development Corporation, Chair of Algoma University's Campus Development Committee, Chair of the Sault Ste. Marie Multimodal Committee, member of Algoma University's Presidential Search Committee, member of the Ontario Chamber of Commerce Borders, Transportation and Infrastructure Committee, chair and organizer of the Sault Ste. Marie Trade Mission to China, delegate with the St. Lawrence Seaways April Trade Mission to China, chair of the Sault Ste. Marie Enterprise Center, the Sault Minor Hockey Association, where he was a team coach, a manager with minor hockey teams. He was a chair of the Early Bird Hockey Tournament, general manager of the Sault Minor Hockey League. In addition to that, he has received several awards, including the City of Sault Ste. Marie Medal of Merit in recognition of outstanding achievement and contributions to the community. He was presented with Canada's Queen Elizabeth II Diamond Jubilee Medal for contributions to community and business. And he is also an honorary Senate membership award that was given to him in recognition of distinctive service to Algoma University and community. In addition to all this, I think it's fair to say that Don is also recognized as friend to many. So it is my sincere honor to present this to Don Mitchell, the Skipper Manzudi Award, and Don is not here because he decided to take a break and go to Mexico. So receiving this on his behalf is our good old Rory Ring.
And you know what? Don is actually tuning in poolside from Mexico somewhere, drinking a couple of tequilas, I'm sure. And, you know, I've had the absolute pleasure of working with Don for the last several years. And, you know, our chamber has been through quite a transition over the last 4 years, and certainly our board of directors. And we needed some experience, and we needed some wisdom. So we retreaded Don and brought him back to sit as vice, then acting president, and then past president currently. But Don is such a good-hearted soul. He lets us say that he shares the same birthday as the Chamber of Commerce, that 130 years ago. He lets us make fun of him that says as soon as he moves on past the past chair, we'll reduce the average board age by 50 years. So not only is he a great contributor to the community and to our board and to our chamber, he's just a fun guy who can take a good joke and can give a good joke. So we love Don for that. And Don, poolside, don't get burned, and we love you, dude. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Sherry. We're now moving on to the Paul Dalsig Community Achievement Award, and for that, I'd like to call on my friend Lene Fregamini, past recipient of the award. Lene? So while Lene makes her way up here, I'll just give a little brief background on this award. The Paul Dalsig Award recognizes a business person in Sault Ste. Marie who has demonstrated an exemplary interest in the community, and in so doing has made an outstanding and unique achievement or a contribution to the community. It is intended to recognize the leadership and community-mindedness of business persons. We've had a few nominees, and it is my pleasure, and I ask you to join me in recognizing this year's recipient, a stranger to none of us at all, Sandra Hollingsworth. Sandra's excited. Sandra is an individual whose passion and commitment to Sault Ste. Marie is more than evident through her professional, political, and her volunteerism in the community. Not only as a two-term city councillor, Sandra has continued to be involved in the private sector family business, Sault Mill and Lumber, an organization that's well known for its contribution to this community's economy, its vibrancy, with a strong sense of social responsibility. Sault Mill, since 1915, has been a generous supporter of Sault Ste. Marie, which includes a $4 million donation to the Sault Area Hospital, a $100,000 contribution to the capital campaigns of Algoma University and Sault College. Further, support to the community has come through the generous allowance of employee time to volunteer for organizations such as United Way, Arch, the Soup Kitchen, the Group Health Center, Rotary, the Canadian Cancer Society, the Lung Association, and the Heart and Stroke Foundation, to list a few. Sandra is a board chair of the District Sault Ste. Marie Social Services through her role as counselor, and is involved with the Salvation Army, the Alzheimer's Society, the Downtown Association, and the 49th Field Artillery Regiment Senate. Her proudest accomplishments for her is the founding of 100 Women Who Care. That was a concept that she read about in the New York Times, that she felt was a small but mighty effort that she could foster here in Sault Ste. Marie. With the simple concept of bringing 100 women together for 1 hour to donate $100 each to support small, local, grassroots registered charities, foundations, and not-for-profits operating on a shoestring budget. Those funded tended to be organizations that serve the most vulnerable here in our community. Sandra has put a great team together. It's been made up of like-minded women to form the first executive, comprised of Kathy Chinook, Tracy Fife, Patricia McGrath, Marnie Stone, Gabby Fogg, and Rosetta Sicoli. Their first meeting of 100 women raised $11,600. And from there, it snowballed to raise over $200,000 in less than 3 years. And on average, $15,000 has been given to a recipient in support of our community. Some of the organizations that have benefited from 100 Women Who Care are Algoma Autism, $23,500. The Soup Kitchen, $14,000. Breaking Away, $15,505. Pauline's Place, $17,575. Women's in Crisis, $15,400. No Limit Ski Association and Skiability, $16,877. Meals on Wheels, $17,185. Special Olympics, $13,375. And the Twinkie Foundation, $14,552, and many, many more. Let's put a round of applause together for that. The success of those efforts led to the development of 100 Men Who Care, led by our friend Joe Ruscio, and the inception of 100 Women Who Care in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. Sandra, thank you very much. So I call on Sandra now. She probably has a few words to say to go with that exciting walk-up. Sandra?
Good evening. Oh, wow, I really cannot believe it. Oh, I want to say thank you to so many people, but I know that you're all thirsty, right? First of all, I want to say thank you to the Chamber of Commerce for putting on this wonderful event and recognizing so many wonderful people, so many great leaders of this community. I also want to say thank you to 100 Women Executive. Carlo listed everyone's name: Kathy Chinook, Tracy Fife, Marnie Stone, Rosetta Scully, Gabby Fogg, Patricia or Pat McGrath. All these wonderful ladies, we all basically sat around a table and started to brainstorm how could we really make this happen in our community. So all of you in this room have volunteered for some organization. And you know, behind the scenes, there's a lot of emails that go around. There's a lot of phone calls that happen. There's a lot of sleepless nights. Is it going to work? Is this event going to happen? All of you in this room, I know, have done this more than once. And it takes a lot of effort, but it takes a whole group of people to make it a success. So I accept this award for 100 women. And I accept this award because it's the charities in this community, it's the grassroots charities that are on a shoestring budget, such as the Twinkie Foundation that we saw tonight, and Pauline's Place is here tonight. These are just some examples of people making a difference in this community. And this community, Sault Ste. Marie and the surrounding area, are so generous. And I'm proud to say that we're well over $200,000 because of everyone in this community. God bless you all. And in closing, I just want to thank you to my father, my parents, and my grandmother, who instilled in us the importance of giving back to the community. And I want to say again, and I'll say 100 times, thank you to everyone in this room for giving back to the community. Congratulations to the nominees. And congratulations that those that are walking away with the award. But the bottom line is, gosh, we're a great, great city. And there's so many people in this town that work their butt off and give so much to this community, and keep at it, because why not be proud of this community? We're growing and we're going to be even better. Thank you very much.
Awesome. This is the last award, right? So we are now at the last award, the President's Award. And the President's Award is something that's put together oftentimes with input from the past president. Our past president is Don Mitchell. But before I do that, and I know it's already happened a couple of times, I want to recognize one more time as the current president what Rory, Don, and Bob do and what they've done tonight for this wonderful event. One more round of applause for them, please. Rory's a lot of fun at the Ontario Chamber of Commerce and Canadian Chamber of Commerce events as well. He's looked upon many times by his colleagues. The President's Award recognizes someone who makes an exceptional effort going above and beyond the call of duty in any area of business and community development. The recipient of this award is selected by the Chamber's past president and is not always presented every year. This year's recipient of the President's Award is Ozma Vezina. Awesome. Ozma joined the Algoma University leadership team as president and vice chancellor on October the 23rd, 2017, bringing with her more than 25 years of experience in education and leadership. Being well known to the community of Sault Ste. Marie and surrounding areas, she was raised in the communities of Bruce Mines and Deborah, and is one of 3 siblings of Dr. David and Zahida Croskery. Ozma resides in Sault Ste. Marie with her husband Mitch and 2 children, Eric and Emily. She believes in the individual and collective strengths within and across an organization, bringing people together collaboratively in focused action toward a common vision. Her leadership style is characterized by a strong sense of community, teamwork, pride, and accountability, and putting student success and excellence in teaching and learning at the center of the organization. Ozma has been a beacon and a leader for truth and reconciliation, and as president has championed and empowered the children of Shingwak Alumni Association to create and unveil the reclamation of Shingwak Hall exhibition. She has positioned Algoma U as a national leader in teaching the truth about the history of residential schools in Canada while preserving the building as a historic site. A few words about mental health and the Algoma model. Ozma has been a champion for mental health, bringing the community together around a common vision for a more effective and wider-reaching system of mental health support for children and youth. Today, over 40 community partners work together to deliver comprehensive, integrated services for children and youth through collaboration and partnership. As the president of Algoma U, Ozma leads the development of the Algoma U Sustainability Plan. This successfully led to the development and implementation strategy, resulting in the reversal of Algoma U's declining enrollment trend 2 years earlier than predicted. Algoma U has expanded geographically into Brampton and has expanded collaborative program offerings with other academic institutions, positioning the university for the future. Other noteworthy involvements include leadership and volunteer roles in the following: the Sault Ste. Marie Local Immigration Partnership, Racial Harmony and Social Equity, Action for Building a Community that is Drug-Free, the Northern Policy Institute, as a board member she sits, the Future Sault Ste. Marie Community Development Roundtable, member 2018-2019, Sault Ste. Marie Police Services, Sault Ste. Marie Hospital, Northern Ontario Research Development Ideas and Knowledge, Nordic, the Sault Ste. Marie Innovation Centre, the Sault Ste. Marie Economic Development Corporation, the Algoma University Board of Governors and Council of Chairs of Ontario Universities, Racial Harmony and Social Equity Committee, the Lake Superior Figure Skating Club Board of Directors, past president from 2010 to 2014. Ozma could not be here this evening, but join me in congratulating her through her many colleagues, those that are here tonight. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for this award on behalf of Ozma. It's really a shock, but at the same time, when you think of what Carlo just said, of all the contributions she's made, not just to Algoma University, but to the city of Sault Ste. Marie, it's really amazing. And one thing that she's taught the team at Algoma University is really to believe and to inspire. And we take that every day when we come to our community. We work with our faculty, our staff, our administration, for the benefit of our students. So again, on behalf of Ozma, thank you very much.
Well, folks, I have the absolute pleasure of making the closing remarks. And I've tried to keep what I've said to a very minimum because last year I found out Tim's opinion of me was that I was short and boring. So I gave that role to Carlo. And I was going to try and find somebody to do this part that was tall and dynamic, but they're all away. So anyways, I want to thank everybody, and I really want you to know that recipient or nominee, I mean, what Mitch Case said about the demonstration of hard work and just making shit happen is right here in this room. And that is absolutely amazing to think about the contributions that these 337 people, 106 unique organizations, 145 nominations make as an impression upon our community and what they do for our community. So I really want to encourage all of you, nominees, recipients, to take advantage of really this prestigious designation and to promote yourself not just as a member of the Chamber, but as a nominee of the Outstanding Business Achievement Awards. You know, or as a recipient of one of the Reaching for the Star Awards. That will help build the credibility that you deserve. I want you to brag about it, and I want you to live it. And the celebration is not quite over yet. You know, this year we're issuing actually a special e-magazine that will feature the sponsors, recipients, nominees with some program highlights, and you know, those employees and customers that really they represent and how they make it happen. So keep an eye out for that towards the end of March. Now, all of this absolutely doesn't happen without surrounding yourself with, you know, nothing less than the absolute best people. And I refer to those as my team and Bob and Don and the contributions that they've made to make this happen. It's a ton of work, and it takes a lot of flexibility. And Don especially, you know, who does our events and our communications and really has helped us pull together the logistics of tonight. And it's been a fairly dynamic actually process because we planned for 260 and we've had 337 attendees tonight. So that's the largest we've ever had. So thank you so much for supporting us. You know, we're a not-for-profit. We don't take any government funding. We rely on our chamber members, our sponsors, to help generate the funds so that we can turn those back into programming and services for the members. So thank you so much for supporting us. Thanks to all of your spouses, your partners, your friends and family, because that hard work doesn't happen without their inadvertent commitment to you as business people, as professionals, as staff. And, you know, we can't dismiss the sacrifices that they make. And, you know, obviously for me and my wife, Michelle, thank you for supporting me and obviously supporting the membership through allowing me to do what I do. And, you know, thank you to everybody for supporting our chamber and our community. The board of directors for having the faith. We took a new direction in our awards event, and spun it into this concept of trying to present it as an entertaining evening. I know it's not entertaining now because I'm speaking, but at least we try to make it an evening out where you can enjoy yourselves and just get away and have some time sharing with your colleagues. Thank you, Trish, our board member, for helping us out on stage. It's not exactly the coolest place to be up here with the shiny lights. So if anybody wishes, buy her a nice cold glass of wine. And she likes white. Chardonnay, Pinot Grigio, does it really matter? Chardonnay. There you go. A big thank you to Jeff Algie and SooToday for making this event a memorable one that through the live streaming and the red carpet paparazzi photography, and the sharing of those pictures online really makes this actually a global scale. Like, we actually go to a global audience. I know people through my network in the Chamber of Commerce in Ontario and Canada do tune in. They do view it to see what we do and actually steal some of our ideas and put them into their own community. So that's, phenomenal. Tony Porco in the machine shop, I really honestly can't speak highly enough of what he does for the community, but what his staff does for us in holding events here. It is truly amazing, and it's very significant in terms of the contribution. Helping Hands for running in the coat check, and thank you for supporting them with the tips. That goes directly to them to help support their clients. Thank you to Ken and Lee of Northern Grand Gardens for allowing Bob and I to find our inner HDTV decor as we decorated all the chairs. Look for us, Bob and Rory, HGTV, banquet chair decorating.com. So again, it really is about providing an elegant evening, and that's supported by George and his team from Crank Sound. I mean, it really is amazing when you think about how, just the ambiance of light and sound really can make you feel glamorous and star-studded. It's fantastic. Our Ambassador Corps, Jane Benny, David Walsh, Paula Clare, Rita Fink. Thank you to Gavanna for immortalizing all our recipients, and we thank her for taking at the conclusion here, we ask all the recipients that they make it over to Gavanna's there for a group photo, and you will only have to select one person because there's only so much room. But if one person from each award can make their way back to Gavanna so that we can have a group photo, because that then becomes our banner ad on our website, or the banner up, or whatever we call that, Don. The banner thing on our website, and we'll use that in our e-magazine to really promote the Outstanding Business Achievement Awards. Tim and Jasmine, like always, you guys are fantastic. I love it. I don't know if you know it, but we have them sitting on these great gold chairs because, we spare absolutely no expense in making sure our MCs are taken care of. And especially thanks to all of you for making Sault Ste. Marie a great place to live, and for demonstrating what you do every day and what it means to reach for the stars. So book in your calendars next year. I know we have a little bit of a conflict with Cano and Black History Month. Michelle and I love to go to that event, and I think there was a little bit of a mix-up in their dates setting that. Ozma is there celebrating that tonight, and that's a great event. But for next year, we're setting it this time at the end of February to do this award at this particular time over the next 3 years. And, it's amazing. We really love it. The talent here in Sault Ste. Marie is phenomenal. So let's go out here, show the world who we are, what we do, what we can do, what we will do, what we choose to do. And, in our mind, and I think in everybody's mind here, we're all winners. I'm proud to be your CEO, and I thank you for that great opportunity to serve you. So just before we go, we do have a door prize. Where did we put the door prize? Do we have the door prize, Bob? So we have a skill testing question. Tim, pick a letter between A and W, not a burger.
Between
A and W, yeah.
T.
T. Pick a number between 1 and 16. 12. T12. If you are sitting in T12, OLG has provided us with this awesome gift basket, which Bob is trying to find right now. It's behind the locked door.
John,
so John, there we go. Here's John. See, John did that on purpose. He didn't hear his name all night. John Doucette, thank you so much for looking after his brother.
Yes.
T12. Who's in T12? Check your tickets. I can't see. The light is like...
Who's in T12?
T12.
Who is it?
She's coming down now. She's coming.
Say your name,
we can
say
see
your
her.
name. It's who? Where's her music? She
Where's
wants
the music?
dance music.
Do 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 do.
Congratulations. Tell us your name, T12.
Krista.
Krista, ladies and gentlemen. She's
Krista,
like Cher. She doesn't have
thank
a
you for
last name.
OLG gift basket.
Where is
Thank
it?
you
Oh,
so
look,
much.
Here it comes. Ooh, Krista. Congratulations.
Did you bring a pickup truck?
Holy smokes. All that just because you sat in the right seat?
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much.
See that? She was in T12. I was on Donald Trump's toilet.
Awesome. So just to let you know, now we have, the evening's not over right now. We have an antipasto station right over here. We have the sweet and salty table over here with coffee and tea. And we have back here the health food station, which is gourmet poutine and sliders. And that's the Northern Ontario cuisine. And so stick around. We have two bars. We have the bar here. We do have a sidelight bar with beer and wine in the corner over there. If you want, you can go to the boiler room and the steam fitters and use the bar there as well. But the food is free here. Well, it's not free. You pay ticket money for it. So if you want to grab a drink, come back in here. We have a little lounge area over here, some lounge chairs. So you just relax and enjoy the rest of the evening and just share stories, do business together if you like. Just enjoy the rest of the evening. And I want to thank you, Miigwech Bumapi.
Roy Ring, ladies and gentlemen. You were going to mention about the photos, Jasmine?
One last note, if you had your photo taken on the red carpet, the photos will be on SooToday later tonight for you to view and share. So make sure you check those out.
And I just want to say, Rory, I don't know who told you that I